Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Leandra, and I recently hit burnout. I hit the wall. I took too much on for way too many months at a time. So I started this series because I need to get back to feeling like myself. And I know that there's other people out there that probably feel the same way as me. I feel lost in motherhood. I'm doing everything for everyone else, for my kids, for my husband, work, like everything, my entire day revolves around helping other people. And I'm neglecting myself and my own health. And I need to stop immediately. So at the beginning of October, I said enough is enough. I'm going to get back to feeling like me. This episode is all about getting in movement. Because if you're not feeling like you, getting more movement is going to help you have more energy. It will help you just feel better. And you will even feel, I know it sounds silly, but in your brain, when you're getting movement in and when you're done, how you feel afterwards. Like you just feel so much more accomplished, and it will just set the tone for the rest of your day. I know it's hard when you're super busy to find even more time for yourself and to get movement in. But I'm going to give you all of my tips and tricks for making just that happen. I always suggest starting small. Now let me just give you an example. Let's say right now you don't work out at all, you don't go for walks, and you just don't get any movement in. And I get it, it happens. But we have to try not to be like that, right? That's what this video is all about. And you decide, okay, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to get a gym membership. I'm going to go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning because that's the only time I can work out. And I'm going to do this Monday through Friday, and I'm going to work out for at least an hour. Okay, that is what I call a drastic change. You're not getting up at 5 o'clock right now. So that's going to be different. You're not working out. That's going to be different. You're trying all of these new things, and believe it or not, it could very likely set you up for failure. So I always suggest starting small. Not so small, like I'm going to walk one day a week. I mean, if you're really, really busy, I get it. It's better than nothing. And maybe that's just how you have to start. But if that's how you start, if you say, okay, I have one day, I have 10 minutes this day, I'm going to do a 10-minute walk once a week. I encourage you to keep building on that. When I say start small, I think you could do 3 days a week. 3 days. That's, okay, there's 7 days in a week. 3 days, and it isn't even half the week. Like, you can do that. Anyone can do that. Anyone can start there with 3 days a week. So 3 days a week, what are you going to do? Are you going to go for a 10-minute walk 3 times a week? Are you going to go to a gym? What are you going to do? And it doesn't have to be a gym. You can get plenty of movement in at home. You can do body weight exercises. You can get a few dumbbells. Remember, just start. That's the most important thing. I feel like everyone has time to work out or to get some movement in, but you have to kind of rearrange your day and your priorities. So the first thing is, I do this too, don't worry. I come home from a full day of work. I will make dinner because that's the first thing my kids and husband ask. And then we will do homework, we will do bath time, and by then it's like 7 o'clock. And I haven't seen my husband all day, so we sit on the couch. No, we normally go to our room because, I don't know, we have a TV in our room. So we sit in bed and watch TV for like 2 hours. I know. It's not bad. I enjoy that time with my husband. It's often the only time we ever talk. I mean, yes, we text throughout the day, but to actually like be able to have one-on-one time and have a conversation, that's usually when it happens. But what if instead of doing that, I just went for a 10, 15-minute walk and then came home And then we still have time for 2 episodes. Like if you're watching 45-minute episodes of TV, you still have 2 episodes you can watch. Like changing the way you think is key. You have to find what time of day works best for you to get in that movement. So you could get up earlier, you could find time in your evening, or what about a lunch break? Do you get a really long lunch? Like if you have an hour lunch break, you could definitely fit in like 20 minutes of movement. And another thing that I feel like people don't talk about is steps. Like no, steps aren't necessarily, it's not the same as working out. It's not the same as cardio, getting steps in. But if you are trying to feel better, even if you get more steps in, you're going to notice a difference in how you feel. So maybe that is dancing in your kitchen with some music on while you cook dinner. Maybe it is cleaning your house. I know. If you're a busy mom, if you're like me, maybe that gets neglected, but you know what? Your kids are fed and clean and homework's done and all that stuff is good. But maybe your house needs a little bit of help. Well, guess what? Cleaning your house, you will get in a ton of movement. And that's the key. It's about finding what works for you. Finding the kind of movement that you enjoy. If you hate running, don't start running. You will never stick with that. Never. This is episode 3 of my series, so I just want to take a minute to briefly go over the first 2 episodes. If you're new here and this is your first video that you're seeing, make sure you go watch the other 2 videos. The first video is super important. It's the steps that I recommend and I even did myself. It's recognizing that you need to make a change, shifting your mindset, because every decision you make starts with your brain, right? If you decide to work out, if you decide to eat the donut, if you decide to, take on things you shouldn't be when you should be saying no because you're at your breaking point. Like all of that starts right here in your mind. It's you making the decision and nobody knows how you feel. So it's up to you to take care of you. That's episode 1. And you also need to talk to your support system. Episode 2 was about making time for self-care. Very, very important things. So keep working on all of that stuff. Don't stop it, okay? This week, we're adding in movement. So every week, you're going to continue the things that you've been learning in the previous videos, and then you're going to add in something new. So it's a very slow progression, but by the end of this year, because I'm dropping a video every single week until the end of the year, that's 8 to 10 new habits, okay? That's huge. That is how you start small and how you slowly progress. But make sure you keep working on the other stuff too, okay? Okay. And if you didn't see those 2 videos, make sure you go watch them. All right, back to movement. So we talked about getting movement in, starting slow. You don't have to go crazy, because when you start crazy, when you have these goals, starting off from the bat, don't get me wrong, it's not impossible. It's not impossible to not be working out at all. So going from 0 to 100, right? But I feel like when people do that, they don't stick with it long term. There is one more important thing that we need to talk about. Perfection. You don't have to be perfect. If you say you're going to walk 3 times a week for 10 minutes and you only do 2, just keep going. Don't give up. You're not a failure because you only did 2 days and not 3. You just have to keep going, okay? Every Monday is a new week and it resets. Honestly, every single day that you wake up, it's a new day. Go back, get those new intentions, Worry about the moment that you're in. Don't dwell on what you didn't do because it's in the past. You can't change it. All you can do is worry about the moment that you're in right now. It's all about consistency and progress. You will never be perfect. I will never be perfect. No one is perfect. So don't let perfection hold you back from continuing these healthy actions and healthy habits that you're trying to create. Because it's not going to be easy, right? I mean, how do we get here in the first place? That's what I tell myself. How did I do this? It slowly happened over time. So the best way to go about this is to slowly progress so it doesn't feel overwhelming, because we can do this. If you have found this video helpful, please give it a like so other busy moms, busy women that feel like they have hit burnout and have lost themselves can find this video. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss next week's episode. Make sure you get in your movement this next week. I want you to tell me in the comments right now. Don't take another minute to think about it. You're commenting right now. What movement are you going to do? What are you going to implement this next week and try to continue on for the rest of this year? And, well, forever. But don't think about it like that. Don't let that stress you out. Okay, what are you going to do? I want to know the kind of movement that you're going to do for at least 3 days. At least 3 days. And I will do this with you. My goal is to go to the gym 3 days and to work it at home 2 days. We're going to do this together. Okay, now we gotta get dressed.